Have you ever wondered why some people swear by the carnivore diet? Maybe you've heard about its incredible benefits from advocates like me, but wondered how it actually works.
See, I'm all about living the healthiest life possible. I lost both parents and a sister to chronic diseases, so if there is genuine health advice out there that I'm not aware of, then I'm all ears. So let's see what Steak and Butter Girl has to say. Roll the titles.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As always, just a quick reminder that I'm now offering the SIBO organic acid stool test and consult via my website. So if you have any health or digestive problems, then consider taking these tests, as they will provide a lot of very detailed information upon which you can start making informed decisions and then start getting your health back on track. And on that bombshell, to the video.
For years, you've been told that carnivore will change your life. But where's the proof? Whether you're a beginner, just getting started, or a carnivore veteran, what's going on in your body when you're on this diet is truly amazing.
That word proof, such a funny little word, isn't it? Flat earthers will say there is so much proof the earth is flat. Things like the horizon always looks flat. If the earth was spinning, we would feel it, and seeing distant objects proves flatness. There is so much proof that exists in the world that can be pulled apart in seconds by science and logic. So let's see if Steak and Butter Girl provides proof or proof.
And I think it's time you knew the details. So in this video, we're diving deep into the science behind the carnivore diet to uncover 3 proven ways it can absolutely transform your health and wellness, and give you the science behind these epic changes.
I love science, so let's see what you've got for us.
From weight loss to improved mental clarity, get ready to discover why so many are starting the carnivore diet and why they stay on it.
That's a difficult statement to say for a start, as the carnivore diet is a relatively new diet trend, so not a lot of time has lapsed with lots of people on the diet. People have stayed on the diet for the last few years, yes, but lots of people have not managed to stick with the diet. But we should never look at short-term interventions without understanding the longer-term implications. Heart disease and cancer generally happens over decades and not just a few years. So a few 100,000 doing a diet for a few years does not prove the diet is safe and effective and healthy over the longer term.
But first, let me tell you why thousands, if not tens of thousands of people have ditched the veggies, sugars, and bread for a carnivore diet. Unfortunately, there are a lot of smoke and mirrors when defining what is actually healthy. When you're consuming veggies, fruits, carbs, sugars, your body is subjected to a cascade of biochemical reactions that can destroy your health.
If we are talking about whole form fruits and vegetables, then this is the type of diet that I follow, and therefore if there's a cascade of biochemical reactions that could destroy my health, then I'm all for hearing the proof for this.
When you indulge in a diet rich in veggies, fruits, and carbs, this influx of sugar sends your blood sugar levels skyrocketing, triggering a surge of insulin production from your pancreas.
So I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and carbs and have zero issues with blood sugars. Is that proof that fruits, vegetables and carbs are healthy? No, that is my personal anecdote. The EPIC study, 500,000 people. The Nurses Health study, 200,000 people. The Pure study, 135,000 people. The Harvard Chan School of Public Health study, 187,000 people. The DASH diet trials, we could literally go on and on. These are some of the most robust studies available. Are they perfect studies and trials? Clearly not. But surely if a cascade of biochemical reactions were occurring that were damaging people's health, surely these types of studies would demonstrate these types of issues.
Over time, this chronic elevation in insulin levels can lead to insulin resistance. Furthermore, many vegetables and fruits contain anti-nutrients such as lectins and phytates, which can interfere with nutrient absorption and wreak havoc on your digestive system.
Again, she is saying a lot, but showing no proof to support her arguments. In contrast, numerous comprehensive studies have shown that common cooking methods, so boiling, steaming, microwaving and frying so on, significantly reduce anti-nutrients in fruits and vegetables. Reviews in journals like Comprehensive Reviews in Food and Science and Food Safety and Food Chemistry found that cooking decreases anti-nutrients like phytates, oxalates, tannins, lectins and protease inhibitors enhancing nutrient bioavailability. But that is cooked fruits and vegetables. Clearly, if you're eating uncooked fruits and vegetables, then you're going to fall apart. Well, not quite. Large studies such as those in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the Journal of Nutrition found that anti-nutrient levels in uncooked fruits and vegetables are too low to pose health risks. These studies conclude that one would need to consume excessively large quantities for adverse effects, making their presence in a typical diet negligible. So again, Steak and Butter Gal is saying a lot of things, but I'm still waiting for the proof.
You feel lethargic and need to eat even more. These anti-nutrients can also damage the delicate lining of our gut, leading to leaky gut syndrome, a condition where toxins and undigested food particles leak into our bloodstream, triggering an immune response and contributing to systemic inflammation. Imagine your gut becoming a battleground with harmful compounds, tearing apart the protective barrier, allowing toxins to infiltrate your bloodstream, poisoning your body from within.
Sounds terrible. Tell me more.
And let's not forget about the detrimental effects of certain plant compounds known as oxalates. Oxalates have been implicated in the formation of kidney stones and can wreak havoc on your urinary tract. It's like having sharp, jagged crystals forming within your kidneys, causing excruciating pain and potentially irreversible damage to your urinary infiltration systems. But perhaps most concerning of all is the impact of plant-based diets on your mental health.
Again, we have words coming from her mouth, no proof, just words. So here is some proof. UK Biobank, over 500,000 participants, found lower depression and anxiety with higher fruit and vegetable intakes. ALS-WH, 40,000 Australian women showed lower psychological distress with higher fruits and vegetable consumption. Hunt study, 33,000 participants, had better mental health with increased fruits and vegetable intakes. I could keep going and going with these large studies. But again, let's give Steak and Butter Gal the benefit of the doubt and see if she's going to drop the bombshell proof that she claims.
Studies have shown that diets high in carbs and sugar can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and even depression. This is due in part to the rapid fluctuations in blood sugar levels, as well as the disruption of neurotransmitter functions caused by certain plant compounds.
Processed refined foods and carbs and junk foods, absolutely. The proof supports that these foods can affect blood sugar and mental health. But there is a world away from whole foods and processed refined foods.
When you're eating bad foods disguised as healthy and harmless, your brain chemistry becomes imbalanced, plunging you into a dark abyss and robbing you of joy and vitality. So there you have it, the dark side of a diet rich in veggies, fruits, carbs, and sugar.
Again, more words and no proof.
Now let's skip the bread and get into the butter of how carnivore, bar none, has proven itself to be an epic strategy for health and wellness that really works. So having been carnivore for over 5 years, I'm going to make the first point that eating more meat and less of everything else will heal your body from years of abuse or disease.
And there was me thinking that it's the vegans who are the indoctrinated ones.
Carnivore is an elimination diet, less so because of what you can no longer eat, and more so because you truly are eliminating something important, which is all kinds of inflammation. Let's start with insulin resistance, otherwise known as hyperinsulinemia. Insulin resistance occurs when cells in your body don't respond effectively to insulin, causing glucose levels to rise exponentially. Symptomatically, insulin resistance can lead to fatigue, the infamous Buddha belly bloat, and oh yeah, weight gain. All these things signal a serious imbalance in blood sugar levels. Imagine your body becoming resistant to its own insulin, leaving glucose unable to enter your cells for energy production, leading to a relentless cycle of high blood sugar levels and insulin overload.
Waiting for that sting in the tail.
But the repercussions don't stop there. The consumption of carbohydrates and sugar also sets the stage for inflammation to run rampant through your body. This chronic stage of inflammation has been linked to a myriad of health problems, including cardiovascular disease, autoimmune and metabolic disorders, and even cancer, which we know from Dr. Thomas Seyfried is an inflammatory metabolic disease.
Show us the proof that these diseases are resultant from eating whole food fruits and vegetables.
And not a genetic one. Picture your body's immune system going into overdrive, attacking healthy tissues and organs, leaving you vulnerable to a host of debilitating illnesses. Have you ever wondered why you wake up with pain in your shoulder, back, neck for no good reason? That's called inflammation. Studies have shown that reducing or eliminating intake of inflammatory foods such as refined carbohydrates and processed foods can lead to a decrease in markers of inflammation in the body.
She even said it there, refined carbohydrates and processed foods. What is this video even about?
In a study titled Behavioral Characteristics Among 2029 Adults Consuming a Carnivore Diet, patients were shown to have significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and glycemic control after only 12 weeks on the carnivore diet.
The study that she is referring to is quite frankly a joke of a study. It has a lack of a control group, it has only a short-term perspective, it has a large selection of bias as participants were self-selected and had a predisposed favourable view on the carnivore diet, and there was very little nutritional analysis in the study. So again, where is this proof that we were promised?
Supporting this are findings published in the American Journal of Lipid Research showcasing metabolic benefits of the carnivore diet, including reductions in fasting insulin levels and improvements in lipid profiles, further supporting its ability to reverse hyperinsulinemia.
Without seeing the name, it's difficult to find the study that she is referring to.
Now that your chronic blood sugar spikes will stop, your blood sugar finally has a chance to go back to normal. And since the cause behind type 2 diabetes is chronically elevated blood sugar and insulin levels, you guessed it, a carnivore diet can reverse diabetes and other autoimmune diseases.
No, chronically elevated levels of blood sugar is a net negative effect of type 2 diabetes. It's not the root cause of it. And her claim that a carnivore diet reverses diabetes and autoimmune diseases is a long stretch at best. And let me show you how stupid her statements really are. Alpha-gal syndrome is an allergic reaction to alpha-gal, a sugar found in the tissues of most animals caused by a tick bite. So similar to Lyme disease, people get bitten by a tick and then they run into health issues. In the case of alpha-gal syndrome, people have allergic reactions to eating meat. Does that mean that meat is bad for everyone because some people react to meat when they have this disease? Clearly not. There is an underlying problem that is causing this reaction. Steak and butter gal will say that if you eat fruits and vegetables and you bloat, that this is proof that these foods are bad for you. But she will never say that you may have SIBO or other known problems that cause you to have reactions to certain foods. The foods aren't the issue, it's the underlying issues in the body that are the real problem. But like all carnivore logic, 2 + 2 = 72.
A landmark clinical trial publication reported complete remission of diabetes in a significant proportion of participants following a carnivore diet for 12 months, accompanied by substantial reductions in HbA1c levels and improvements in insulin sensitivity.
So the landmark trial that she is referring to is the behavioural and self-reported health status trial that we discussed earlier, with all of its known drawbacks.
Similarly, findings from a meta-analysis published in The Lancet demonstrated superior glycemic control and reduced medication dependence among individuals adhering to a carnivore diet compared to traditional diabetes management strategies.
With no study cited here, it's difficult to comment on what she is talking about.
So did you catch that part about the medications? Because that doesn't only apply to people fighting diabetes. Heartburn, fatty liver disease or alcoholic fatty liver disease, blood pressure issues, gut issues like IBS, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and skin issues like psoriasis, acne, eczema, any number of autoimmune issues. These are all diseases where if you are suffering from them and require medication, there is no reason why you won't be able to go carnivore and reverse them completely within a few months, and for some, possibly within a few weeks.
It's absolutely terrifying what people will repeat in echo chambers. There is no such thing as a magic diet. You can be potentially healthy on any number of diets. We see proof in the literature that you can be healthy eating plants, and we see those eating omnivorous diets who are more than healthy longer term. But if we are talking about proof that a meat-only diet is healthy longer term, then there is no proof other than anecdotes. Now, Steak and Butter Girl waffles on for a good few minutes in her video, never really providing any proof. But if we are talking about proof, then she has zero nutritional training and zero statistical training. What she is, unfortunately, is just a person who managed to clear her acne on the diet and then wants to tell the world that she knows best. And that is really the proof that she wants people to risk their health on. Anyhow, that's the end of today's video, and if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to check out this one up here because I'm sure you'll find it equally interesting. And the only other thing that's left for me to say is to remember to look after your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.